for today, Sunday. I a gift to myself. I went and purchased yesterday from a botanica, from a metaphysical shop that I ran across as I was getting out of a neighborhood. I happened upon it, and I'm so excited about that. I feel like you should cleanse in between readings. You should cleanse the energy. You should cleanse your hands, etc., so that the readings don't bleed onto each other. So we'll be using a little bit of that. But before we get started, happy Sunday. I can already feel the sun baking the back of my head. It's pretty much behind me. The sun is behind me. Can you see it? I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm at the lake and whoo, it's burning my head. So I'm probably going to end up with having some sunburn to my scalp. I burn easily. Let's start with our morning prayer, okay? And I don't have my glasses, so I'm going to have to wing some of these cards. I walked out of the car. I was on a phone call, and so I forgot my glasses. So again, morning prayer. It says, do not conform to the patterns. Morning prayer. I am so silly. It's 12:43 p.m. here, Eastern time. What I meant to say is today's prayer. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by renewing of your mind. Romans 2:22. Okay. And before we go into this, I wanted to also mention that today I ran across this scripture. I haven't really read it. I know I've read it once or twice, but I don't think I've really read it, if you know what I mean. So I wanted to mention it here. And that's Isaiah 44:2. Isaiah 44 verse 2. And it is talking about how we're made and how God knows us before we're even fashioned into the womb. And of course, since he makes us, of course he knows us, right? Hi to everyone. This is not a general reading, by the way. I'm sorry, this is a general reading, by the way, not a one-to-one reading. So literally, it's talking about how the fact that he didn't make us by mistake and how we're made just the way that we are perfectly. And so again, for those that don't like people that can, read or discern the future, things of that nature, I'm not here for a debate, but I am here to tell you that if you don't like tarot and things like that, the only thing you can do to help everyone is just scroll away and go to the 35 million other YouTube channels that possibly have something to tell you that you're looking for, okay? Because this is a channel that is geared towards tarot, okay? Now that doesn't mean I don't believe in God. That doesn't mean I don't believe in a higher power, because I most definitely do. But again, keep it PG in the comments. I don't like having to I don't like having to block people. Okay, so let's just all be civil. And if you really find that it's just not for you, and you have some kind of feeling inside of you, just scroll away. Again, there's 35 million channels. So again, going back to the prayer, today's prayer that we just talked about, and then mentioning Isaiah 44 verse 2, and it's talking about how there's no mistakes in how we are made, and that he knew us before we were fashioned into our mother's womb. And so there's a reason why you are the way you are. He even talks about in that scripture portion, by what I was listening to, he also talks about how even your parents were chosen. So like for myself, I had a really hard upbringing as a child. But at the same time, boy, my head is hot. But at the same time, I may have to move the table. At the same time, he says there's no mistakes with that. So a lot of people, I'm going to keep talking, but I'm going to move the table, guys. So bear with me, okay? So a lot of people will feel like they were born into the wrong families because of the fact that they too had a bad childhood or a tough childhood themselves. And it could very well be that you did have a horrible childhood or a bad childhood. One person that we mention here on this channel is the crappy fairy. You know what? God, I really don't. I do apologize, but I thought I was gonna be able to handle. I thought I was gonna be able to handle the sun. Whew. But literally, it was baking my head. So I'll let y'all see the lake. How about that? I'll let y'all see the lake. Okay. So, you know, a lot of us do have good reason to feel the way we do, or good reason to think the way we do. Okay. But at the same time, look at all the beauty in your life. Look at all the beauty. Choose to see the beauty in your life as an adult. And again, reiterating, this is an adult channel. This is not an under 18 channel. So please, if you are, even if you are 18, I'd prefer you wouldn't even stop by here. I do thank you for stopping by, but I prefer you not even be here. So with that said, sometimes I curse, so bear with me. But for right now, we're talking about Isaiah 44, verse 2. And so what I'm trying to get at is that for people that don't like tarot or don't like anything like that, you have to understand that we're all capable of picking up cues, signals, etc. And some of us just have it more profound than others. And the reason is because of the fact that we work on it on a daily basis if we are tarot readers or mediums, or, you know, if we do anything like this at all. Ours is more practice than yours. That doesn't mean you can't do this. That doesn't mean that you don't have the abilities. That means that yours are dormant, most likely. And yeah, okay. So the next thing we want to do is we want to talk about motivational things, and that's why we have our little flip book. Hope you guys can see. I did flip it around. I don't know. Let's see how it looks if I put you back where you were before, on the other side of the table. I just don't want my camera to overheat, because boy, oh boy, let me tell you something. That was horrible, and the back of my head was baking. The back of my head was baking, guys. So I can't really see. Let me see here. Can't really see the camera too well. Hopefully you can see me. And I kind of like it that way in a way, because sometimes people write some really weird stuff and I really don't care to read that. But for those that are here and know the like I said, sometimes people write really weird things. So because of that, I'm kind of grateful that I forgot my glasses in the car, because it kind of takes away from what I'm doing. So on my flip book for motivation, it says you are capable of amazing things. The next one says things have a way of working out. And they do. They do have a way of working out. Sometimes we just, we want things to work out the way we want it. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. And that's just the way life is. When you're working with God, most of the time, things are going to work out a lot better than you think. And a lot smoother. They'll go faster for you, okay? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 decks. And we may or may not use all of them. This one is the Wizard's Tarot. And I haven't even asked anything yet, and they're already flying out. So we're going to grab 10 of these. Spirit, we're here for a reading, general reading for Libras. May or may not resonate with you, because it's not a one-to-one reading, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For anybody who has air in their chart, or anybody that happens upon this reading at this very time, it may resonate for you. Okay? Help us to see what you need us to see, please, and thank you. Oh, I think that's more than enough, Spirit. Okay. More than enough. I think they really want to talk today. Hopefully the message is positive. Hopefully the message is positive. I don't want any negative, but I can't control whether negative messages come through, because it's not my choice. Okay? But I do always tell people that I don't sugarcoat anything in my readings. And the reason is because when we sugarcoat, we're not telling you the real tarot. And I really can't even see anything. Okay, perfect. Lots better. We can't, you know, we can't dictate what's coming because we're not running the show, Spirit is. But at the same time, what I can tell you is, even in my private readings, one-to-one with them that are paying me for a reading, I don't sugarcoat anything because of the fact that I'm very honest. I'm very brutally honest. At the bottom, we have the Eight of Swords. It's really hard for me to see. Oh, let me see. Is that better? A little better. Okay, I'm gonna keep you straightforward then. I'm gonna keep you straightforward. I was trying to allow y'all to see, you know, the let me do it this way. Okay, because I'm at the lake and I love this area for that specific reason. But you know what? I moved the table and I'm being baked. Hold on real quick, guys. I'm so sorry, but the sun was baking my, you know what? Including my noggin. Okay, guys, but I think it's better this way. Okay, whew. I think I exerted myself more with moving all of these things around than anything else. Okay, so again, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. So let us start with this layout and then we'll continue with some more, okay? The Two of Cups is the first card that comes out, okay? And it's so bright out right now that literally I'm having trouble focusing my eyes. Along with the Two of Cups, now we have the King of Pentacles. If you hear screams and things like that in the background, I cannot help that there are other people at this park. And, well, you know, they're having a good time doing whatever they do at the park, okay? And then our next card is the Seven of Cups, okay? And then we have the Six of Wands, okay? Stretch them out just a little more. Hopefully they stay down there, or hopefully they stay at the playground at the very least, because it would be hard to continue our reading if they come up here where the tables are. But it is a park, it is a public place, so I couldn't help that if they did come up here. We have the Queen of Swords, which is you, Libra. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles coming in. We have the Sun card coming in. Ooh, we have the Eight of Wands coming in. And we have the Death card coming in as well. And we have the Six of Swords. The others are fluff because Spirit just kept throwing cards out at me. So you have the Ace of Swords along with the Queen of Wands. Go figure. You have work that came in reverse, or I'm sorry, the Eight of Coins. I don't know why they're saying work, but came in reverse. You have the Emperor standing over that Queen. And you have the Ten of Wands. So, side note is, as someone, which is the Queen of Wands and the Emperor are having a hard time together. Whatever. Okay? Now we're going to start our layering. We're using the Mystic So Tarot deck. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. Okay, Spirit. Now we're going into layering. And the cards, they are slick, but they're not that slick. So what I'm feeling today's energy is a lot of what I call runaway energy, which means that the cards, I'm trying to shuffle them and they're running away from me. So I'm having to catch them before they literally fall onto the ground, since there's no floor here. It's the floor of the cement floor of the pavilion, but you know what I mean. We're outside. What else would you like to tell us, please? And thank you for these 10 cards that we have laid out on the table for my Libra Collective, please. And thank you. And I just really adore this deck. I just got it. This is the second or third time that I used this deck. I just literally bought them and they were delivered for my birthday. So I'm really excited to use them again because they are really nice cards. Okay. Oh, wow. There are a lot of people around me, so don't be surprised if people don't come up here. Oh, Lord. All right. We're going to layer first, and then we'll go into everything. Okay? Because we already had the basis of what we had on the table. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. We're going into our Goddess Tarot, Goddess Power Tarot. Or, I'm sorry, Goddess Power Oracle cards. Okay. Any advice for the cards that we have on the table, please and thank you. Any advice for the cards that we have on the table, please and thank you. I wish I could tell those that don't like the shuffling to scroll forward, but unfortunately, you can't do that during a live, okay? So just bear with it. Okay? Leave them upside down because I'm going to save that. Okay? Oracle cards. And then I'm going to go into the Good Witch. I'm sorry, the Good Tarot. I'm really misspeaking today. That's not normal for me. So I want to say that something's going on. I do feel a lot of jitteriness about, and I'm not sure if maybe someone that you're, I hate to say hooked onto. That's not the word I'm looking for, Spirit. Someone you're connected to may have a lot of jitteriness to them right now, because I'm having a lot of jitteriness, and I don't normally have that, so I'm quite comfortable talking on camera. Okay. For this Two of Cups, Spirit, we need a card for that. For this King of Pentacles, Spirit, we need a card for that. So we're building up for a little story for each little pile, okay? I'm doing it this way, by the way, because of the fact that, God, Spirit has been really rough with us lately, and all they want to talk about is the Cross Watcher, which is over here already. So the Cross Watcher already had their day in the sun with what's going on in their neck of the woods in their life with their karmic. And I'm trying to minimize the amount of time that Spirit gives to the Cross Watcher. So that's why I put it to the side, okay? Here you have Seven of Cups. So for the Seven of Cups, can you please give us one more card to clarify, please, and thank you. Seven of Cups. Ooh. Like I said, all the decks are wanting to slip out of my hands, and that's not normal. Maybe there's somebody that doesn't want me to see, and that's okay, because they don't normally win anyway. Okay, you have the Six of Wands. So we need a card to clarify the Six of Wands, please. I hope you guys are having... Oh, well, thank you, Shell. I appreciate that. When it comes from a girl, I will take that all day long, because you know a girl doesn't want anything from you except to give you a compliment that is meant. So thank you for that, Shell. I didn't even notice you were on. Hi, Lindy. I told you guys I don't have my glasses on, so I apologize. And for anybody else, thank you. For anybody else that just jumped on, that is part of my subscribers, you are so welcome. Oh, wow. You just pinged my my third eye. Very good. Thank you. For the Queen of Swords, we need a clarifier, please. All right. Sorry for the banging. For our, Ace of Pentacles, we need a clarifier, please. Again, guys, I wish I could fast forward, but I can't. Okay. For our Sun card, we need a clarifier, please. And thank you. Clarifier. I love the cards. These cards, I've always loved this deck. I've had this deck for about a good 2 years. I love the color of them. They're emerald green. They remind me of the emerald green tablets of Thoth. Eight of Wands. We need a clarifier for the Eight of Wands, please. We're almost done. We're almost done. Clarifier for the Eight of Wands, please. Okay. Got my nails cut down today. I was so excited about that. Yeah, it's the little things in life sometimes that make you happy. Good, good fun. I have the Death card that I need clarification for, please. Please clarify the Death card for us, please. As you notice, I'm shuffling old-fashioned, and the reason is because the cards keep slipping away from me. And lastly, we need a clarifier for the Six of Swords. Clarifier for the Six of Swords, please, and thank you. Six of Swords, please, and thank you. I hope the people do stay on the bottom, but if they do come to the top, we're just going to have to wing it and continue as we can, okay? Okay, perfect. And there we go. All right, and the bottom here is temptation. OMG, you gotta be kidding me. Temptation is at the bottom. So somebody will be trying to come in to tempt you. Meanwhile, again, we're trying to minimize the talks specifically surrounding the cross watcher and their karmic, and that's what's coming out over here, that they're having a hard time. Finances are an issue here, but the Queen of Wands is looking at a victory. So I'm not sure how she thinks she's going to get a victory if their house is upside down. And then they have the Ten of Wands. Beautiful card. It's a shame. It's a shame that it's such a lovely card, right? But it is the Ten of Wands. So they're having a hard time over there. Let the Emperor be over there. We already know, we've already been told, and I'm so proud of this channel for one reason. Well, for many, but for one reason in general. We broke the internet of readings when it comes to this cross watcher, Libra cross watcher, who has gotten themselves in trouble with the karmic, or even possibly a new karmic. It could be a third party upon a third party. I know, it's their life, their issue. But we've already been told by Spirit about, 2 months back, that this particular cross watcher that I keep picking up on has gotten them in trouble because they're either raising a child that is not theirs and paying child support, or have been raising that child, or they've gotten themselves into more issues with a new karmic. Not you, Libra, but it's a new karmic. And that karmic is pretending like they're pregnant or pretending like that's their child. And it is most definitely not. That's why I kept posting about the Walgreens paternity test, because you can literally buy it over the counter. And so, they got their own issues, is what I'm saying. They got their own issues. We can't control that. We can only control us. So on with the show, okay? If they want to continue to be skanks along with the skanks, there's nothing we can really do, right? Like I tell you guys, I keep it real. I'm not going to sugarcoat. First pile we're going into, and I don't have my glasses on, so please bear with me. The Two of Cups was generally a brand new love that's trying to come in. A beautiful, beautiful sentiment that is held between two people, and as it should be, But doesn't look like that, does it? Why? Because we see the Eight of Swords. So someone feeling tested about either a relationship or a new relationship that's trying to come about. Page of Air. There is a lot of spying, though. There's a lot of spying going on. Either someone is spying on you, Libra, or you're spying on someone. Ishtar. Communion. Someone wants to have communion with you. I don't think they can come in. I don't think that they think they can come in. I'm praying that, I'm going to put this on the other side so that the air doesn't blow my cards into the water. I'm not that close to the water, but if I allow them to fly around, then they could end up in the water. If that makes sense. You know, they're trying to have communion with you. They're going about it the wrong way, Spirit is saying, because number one, there's a phone. Number two, there's texting. Number three, you know, there's different ways. There's different ways they can get across to you, and there's different things they can do, and they can definitely talk to you. I don't think you're non-approachable, but if you're messing with someone that is very confused, as per this card is showing, very confused with the Eight of Swords. Again, that's a self-imposed. Nobody actually has you tied and bound, much like the Hangman, but a little bit different. But in this instance, you're not tied and bound to anything. You literally have your own strengths, your own ability to get out of whatever it is. So you're not tied and bound. You're really, in a nutshell, you're not tied and bound. You just perceive it that way, or you're just in a woe is me type of attitude, okay? So the communion, you want to be in communion with someone. The first thing Spirit is telling me is you've got to be on the same wavelength. Do you want what they want? Do you actually want what the other person wants? Why are you not able to be in communion? Do you not have anything to offer them, or what you're offering is little to nothing? Are you wanting to offer them? Yeah, I'm sorry, Spirit is being brutal. Are you wanting to offer them an opportunity to lie on their back, if you know what I mean? Yeah, I went there. Spirit went there. So again, communion doesn't necessarily mean you have to couple up in that way. That's only a sexual encounter. They want to talk. The person wants to talk to you. They want to get to know you. They want to commune with you in the 3D, but not just in the 3D on their back. Okay, so be aware that if you don't have anything of substance to share with someone, there's no way you're going to have communion with them. Okay, all right, let's move on to the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles is trying to muster up some strength with the Courage card here. And, you know, Spirit doesn't... I'm trying to be very, very, you know, with no emotion, and just give what Spirit is wanting me to say. Spirit doesn't look at us any differently. If you're a diehard Christian, diehard Hindu, or whatever, you know, that you're always in prayer. Like, I'm always in prayer. I'm always in prayer. I'm not kidding. I'm always in prayer. But Spirit doesn't look at us in a different way. Doesn't look at us in a different way. Spirit is always willing to take us back. Always willing to take us back into the fold. Always. And that's why I love Spirit so dearly. So Spirit says you have the courage to move forward. You want communion? You have the courage that it takes inside of you to move forward. But you're the one that has to draw it out. I can't do that for you. I can give you the courage, but you have to draw the courage out to have communion with whoever you're thinking about. King of Coins. So again, Spirit doesn't differentiate. That's the word I wanted to use. I couldn't get it out. Spirit doesn't differentiate. Spirit is Spirit. They love us all the same. You know, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit loves us all the same. So they're not going to, like, let's say I'm going to use me. Shelly, I'm going to use you just as an example. They're not going to give me something they're not going to be willing to give Shell. They're going to give us all the same amount of love, all the same amount of care, all the same amount of humanity. Okay? But when we have to draw something out of ourselves, have a talk, for example, etc., they give us the courage, but the voice box that's been given to you, the words have to be uttered by you. I hope that makes sense. Okay. The courage, the page of water. So you want to offer a cup of love to someone, or you want to tell them that you do love them. King of Pentacles, whoever I'm talking to out there, male or female, then you need to use your voice box, and you need to use the courage and the inner strength. That lion that's inside of you is waiting for you to pull from them to say what you need to say. Hecate, the in-between, the in-between. Most of us, by the way, side note, most of us that are awakened or are awakening, and it's not the same as woke, please don't ever use that word on this channel. That's automatically going to get you to be banned from this channel. Woke means something totally different, and I abhor it. When you're awakened or awakening, like the Buddha said, then it's different because you start seeing things in a different fashion. You're not closed-minded. You're not my way or the highway. You're not, oh, it has to be only this way or that way. No. So we mostly, those that came here with gifts, those that came here to help humanity, we do lie in between, in a world in between. We're not quite human. We're not quite on the spiritual only. We're not quite beings of light only. We're not quite, in this box, in this body only. Okay, so the same thing with this person that's trying to figure out what to do with the King of Coins, along with the Strength card here, feeling like this, and Spirit is saying, feel like that. You're a lion. You have what it takes on the inside. We've given it to you. We give everybody equal measure, whether they use it or not. That's up to them. Some people have, Rocky Road cookie dough in. That's what Spirit is saying. I'm going with it. Some people have Rocky Road cookie dough in their freezer and never pull it out, And so when they do finally pull it out, I don't know, 10 years later, Spirit is saying it's going to taste stale and icky and has freezer burn, but it still works. So if you want to display, or you want to tell someone that you love them, that you do love them, that you do have this inside of you for them, then you're going to have to use your own voice box. You cannot, Spirit cannot do it for you. And again, I hate to say it because I know it sounds like a freaking broken record, and I keep saying it over and over again because that's the movie that they're showing me, that is akin to what I am saying. And what they're showing me is the scene where Liza Minnelli is in the movie, the original movie Arthur, where she's stealing a tie and she gets caught stealing the tie, and Dudley Moore helps her out of that bind, and that's how they meet. And our love story grows from there. It's a tie because that's what she stole. The butler tells her before she goes to the engagement party that Arthur, Dudley Moore, is going to get engaged to Linda, who he can't stand. But it's all about the Benjamins. And so the butler, when she says, why are you doing this for me? And he says, because, young lady, this is a tie you cannot steal. You have to earn it. And so that's the only thing the Spirit is saying to this King of Coins here is, we can give you the courage. We can give you the courage. We can give you the courage. But you have to use your voice box until the person that you want communion with, that is in between worlds, they're half in, half out, or already going all the way out of your life. You have to go to another realm. You've got to pray. You've got to listen to the Holy Spirit. You've got to work in communion with the Holy Spirit. When you're in communion with the Holy Spirit, you're going to be whole. You're not going to be in between. So right now you're of two minds in between, and you can't be that way. If you want to tell that person that you love them, if you want to share what your feelings are in the 3D with a person, you've got to get the courage to use your voice box to do that. People will listen to you if you have something real to say, but if you're going to just be a fake and a fraud, nobody wants to listen because, people get tired. All right, next. Spirit had a lot to say about that one, huh? It is a big breeze, and I pray a bigger breeze doesn't come, because that means all the cards will go. Okay, so this is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. The person that is constantly in thought, about you, Libra, feeling heartache, feeling betrayal. But were they really betrayed? That's what I want to ask, on behalf of Spirit. Again, were they really betrayed? Because and I apologize, I'm getting itchy from the pollen. If they really want communion with you and they really feel like they're in between worlds, like to be with you would be in between worlds. Yes, that's true. They would have to be in between worlds. That would mean that whatever gifts that God had given them prior to birth, they'd have to start working on those gifts. A lot of people aren't willing. That means working on self. That means growing spiritually. So they may not want to do that, you know. That's what Spirit is telling me. So you may be doomed, you know, cross-watcher, to feel this way about your Libra indefinitely, about the heartache, I mean, not the backstabbing. I really doubt the Libra backstabbed you. I'm always using myself as an example. So, for example, not once, but twice. That's why I said I have an angry baby on my hands. Twice I've been told, I have nothing for you. Okay, well, how many times do you have to say that and expect me to come back? Right? So if I walk away from you because you tell me literally out loud, you know, you say the quiet part out loud, I have nothing for you. Can you really feel like I betrayed you in doing what you asked me to do, which was walk away? So we got to stop being silly. We've got to stop being childlike in our thought patterns, because that doesn't make any sense. You know, and it's confusing. It serves to confuse people, and it's killing whatever love you have for the person and whatever compassion you may have for a certain individual, because they're literally telling you to go away, and then they want to cry and say, you hurt me, you wounded me. Well, God bless Americana. You can't have it both ways. Okay? Four of water. So on the one hand, OMG. On the one hand, I'm wounded for you. You wounded me. But I'm bored. Four of Cups. Do I want it? Don't I want it? This person is a prisoner in their own head. Seven of Cups, thinking over time. Three of Swords. Tears. Anger. Frustration. Destruction of a relationship. But you wounded me. No, sweetie, you wounded yourself, and you wounded the Libra, but the Libra is classy enough not to shove that down your throat. So they simply just said what they had to say and walk away. So, oh, but I don't know what I want. Well, if you don't know what you want, who the hell is going to know? At that point, not even God knows what you want. So how do they know what to bring you? Okay? Freya, radical acceptance. You've got to accept your part in this. Okay, you've got to, cross-watcher, whoever you are, you've got to accept your part that you've played in making fuckery out of all this. You made muck. It's a disarray. Your life is in disarray. Your love life is in disarray, and the relationship you had with Libra is in a disarray. But you want to blame it on the Libra. Sorry, you can't do that from what the cards are showing. That's not a Libra thing. That's a you thing. You own that one. You foosbarred that shit all by yourself, okay? Six of Wands, which should have been a homecoming. It should have been something beautiful. Six of Wands. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get back to the Six of Wands with the Seven of Wands. I'm trying to figure out strategically, how am I going to get back to the Six of Wands, where Libra thought I was the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah, how are you? How are you going to do that? Ace of Fire, here we go. If you're bringing the fire, you better not be bringing the passion, okay? Because Libra's already told you. They know you have a wand, a peach, whatever, but that's not all that life is about. And if you literally believe your own bullshit that's in your mind, that all you have to do to Libra is unzip your pants, and Libra's like, oh, take me. You're mistaken. Libra needs substance. Libra knows that there's so many, I mean, here at the park, I think there's at least 3 men. Do you think me being a Libra, if I was desperate enough that I couldn't go and chat with any of these men and pick them up, if that was the way I was, if that was what I was into? I can have a man like that. And so can anybody else out there, is my point. So the wand is not the crucial part. And twice over, look what she's throwing. Look what she's under, wands. Your dick is nice, but it's not that great. What is the ace of fire? It's the ace of wands. So again, if that's your game plan, you better go back to the drawing board, is all I can say, because it's not that the Libra may not enjoy that, but Libras need to be intellectually stimulated. They like to go out and do things. They like to be active. They like to be taken places. They like to be wined and dined, even if that means tomorrow is McDonald's day, but today let's go have a sit-down dinner. So, you know, let's go to a museum. Let's go to a book reading, a book signing. Let's go to a concert. But you want to give the wand and you think that's all you have to do? You are so sorely mistaken and barking up the wrong tree. Okay, Sedwin, potential. So yeah, it has a lot of potential, but all those wands that we just saw, put them into actually doing something with Libra. That motorcycle ride. I'm still looking for the red helmet. I'm still waiting for the red helmet to see if it fits my head or not. You know, coming here to the park, holding hands, communing with nature, do something other than just trying to do the wand. The wand is already overplayed. It's outplayed itself. You know, let's go to, I don't know, the Animal Defense League. Let's go do something other than just a wand. Hold hands. A kiss is nice, but you don't have to necessarily stick your wand in everything that moves, okay? The Queen of Swords. So here you are in your own reading, which is very nice, Libra. Well done. Saying the Seven of Swords. I've got my own swords that I'm playing. I've got my own Seven of Swords that I've got going on. But here, if you look down, you see how the hand is going for a particular sword? It's because they're playing chess. So the Queen of Swords in this instance is playing chess in her own life, trying to get her ducks in a row, trying to make sure strategically, that she places her loyalty, that she places, you know, whatever options she has, that they're the best options for her. That's why you see her reaching down for a particular sword. Two of Fire. Two of Fire. Again, I'm going to say it again. Two of Fire. So what is that? Two of Wands. People that are coming in the true Seven of Swords energy, which is trying to get away with murder, trying to get away with sly and slickness, trying to get away with lying, trying to being an in and out. Like I always say, we're not in and out burgers, guys. Libras are not in and out burgers. So can you stop trying to bring your wand to go in and out of, or your peach to come in and out of? No, we don't want that. So you can keep that kind of Seven of Swords over there, because all it's going to continue being is the Two of Wands. We don't need that. And that's a crossed energy anyway. The Two of Wands is a crossed energy. It can't go anywhere. Can't go anywhere. It's a dead end kind of energy, okay? Bridget, creative spark. What is your creative spark? Don't let that die. Don't let that die. Look how beautiful her headpiece is. Don't ever allow anybody to stifle you, whether it's a new job, a different career, a different degree, a different home you want to buy or sell or rent, or a different state, a different country you want to go to, the travel that you never got off the ground, whatever it is, or even if it's your own company and you have a particular brand of a product that you want to do. I still have in my head something that I want to do, you know, that may or may never pan out. I don't know, but it's worth looking into. Okay. Next, the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles here for you, Libra. Ace of Pentacles is going to have a tower moment. So your money is going to have a tower moment, okay? Yeah, that's the issue, Lindy, is there's no acceptance that you're flawed. Your thoughts are flawed. okay? Let's not say you're flawed. Your thoughts are flawed. The way you go about life is flawed. The way you live your life is flawed. The way that you think others coming into your life have to do life with you on your terms, the way that you're doing it in a flawed way, you think you're right and you're not. So again, your money, you're having a tower come to your money. The King of Water. The King of Cups is looking at your money. Not sure why. Maybe we need to clarify that. I'm not sure. Spider Woman, co-creation. So might be because they think that they can co-create something with you. I'm going to put the cards on there because that's one we have to clarify, okay? Because I wouldn't know what to tell you off the bat. Nothing's coming to me innately. Did we get the Sun card already? Did we get the Sun card already? I don't know. Okay, so we have the Sun card. Something beautiful and brand spanking new. Look at the colors. Look at the colors. Look at her colors that she's got from her wand. Oh, I want to do something a little special. It may not be a big thing, depending if it's a windy night or whatever. But for Diwali, which is October the 31st, I want to do something because it is a celebration of light over darkness. And we want to make some wishes. Maybe I'll get some balloons to release. I don't know. But we're going to do something that night, okay? So stay tuned for that. But be thinking about the wishes that you want granted so you can make a wish while I'm doing that. So Fortune's Wheel is coming in with the Sun. So for those that were able to release the past and let the past be where it belongs, which is in the past, there's a wasp flying around. I'm praying it's not going to be drawn to me because I did put the orange blossom lotion on my hands to cleanse my hands before the energy of the cards was released. And I'm praying that it's going to keep going that way, okay? So for those that have the Sun card along with the Wheel of Fortune, because that's what it is, the Fortune's Wheel, it's because you were able to release, you were able to let go, you were able to say as much as, and I always put myself involved, you know, in the mix because I like to give explanations. I like you to understand exactly where I'm coming from and not have any confusion. So like for me, when the person kept telling me that there was nothing, okay, well, I get it and I'm letting you go. Does that mean that's what I wanted to do in my heart? Possibly not, but I'm gonna do what you're asking me to do and no looking back. I mean, you can't have any regrets in the story. So because of that, the Wheel of Fortune is bringing you a new cycle. A new cycle is coming. The new, oh my God. Oh, it's making me want to cry. The Sun card brought in the Wheel of Fortune for you because you were more than willing to let go even if you didn't want to. You get the energy of Oshun, the goddess Oshun, which is generosity. So God is going to be generous to you. God and Goddess alike, energy-wise, is going to be generous to you. And you became the Empress and the Emperor while doing that. So you're going to have money. You're going to have a change in life. And for some of you, you're also going to have an emperor come in, a different emperor. A different emperor, not a fake emperor, not someone that couldn't grow up. The Hierophant. Oh my gosh, I just saw the Hierophant with, look, with the Justice is bringing in this new emperor for you. And the goddess Oshun, she's also the embodiment. A little synopsis, a little backstory. Please don't come near me. A little backstory for Oshun. Oshun, at one time in her life, was very poor. So she only had one dress. And the dress was white originally, but the story goes that it turned a yellow. And that's why yellow is the color of Oshun. You see on her card, the yellow? Because it became what's called nejo in Spanish. Nejo means old and worn. So it literally turned yellow. But Oshun is the goddess of the drum, the goddess of the hoard, the goddess of honey. So Oshun goes around spreading her love and spreading goodness and abundance and mercy, because she's got her hoard of honey to share with everybody. Anybody that's hungry, Oshun will give them to eat with her honey. But Oshun is also, oh, hey, Mr. B, I didn't do anything to you. Please go in peace. Oshun is also towards her lover, towards her man, right? Towards her mate, is very loving, very sweet, very sweet. And actually, she's the consort of Chango, El Chango, and that's in the Orishas. But in general, what she brings to you into your life is a mate, and within that mate, to be loving, to be, for that relationship to be very beautiful and very sweet indeed. And she is a sexual being. She's a very sexual goddess, very sexy. Sorry, I had it upside down. Very sexy goddess indeed that she is. She's the goddess of the sweet waters, by the way. So she's bringing sweetness to your life, as well as an emperor if you're a female, an empress if you're a male. Okay? That made me want to cry, because some have given so much in love and gotten so little in return. I'm going to say that one last time for people in the back row, in the pew in the back that come to church to sleep. Most Libras have given so much of themselves in a loving, kind, generous way, and sweetness of their love and affection and time, and have gotten so little in return, that now the tables are turning, because you were willing to let go of something that you loved but had no choice but to let go of. God and Goddess alike are bringing something beautiful to you. This is for the Eight of Wands, and it's coming in hot, babies. It's coming in quick. What is coming, my Lord, is the King of Pentacles, which is really weird. Where's the King of Pentacles? That King of Pentacles has already been here. That King of Pentacles has already been here. That's the one that wanted communion with you. Remember? I don't know what to say about that. But very soon you will meet an emperor who is a King of Pentacles. Maybe they have money. Maybe they have their own home. Whatever they have, they will share with you. Ace of Air. The Ace of Air, the Ace of Swords is what he's bringing. So he's bringing truth and honesty. He's bringing healing to your life. He's bringing healing. I don't think I can say more about that, except I would accept the healing that he's bringing into your life. The Death card. Change will come because of that, man or woman. Change is coming. Page of Swords. Again, you have this spying card. So maybe somebody's got their eye on you, for all I know. This person wants something new with you, with the Fool card there. They have their eye on you. They're looking at you to see if you are wife or husband material. And they know you are with the Gaia card right there. You are the Earth Mother. You are the Earth Goddess. Look at her beautiful headdress. Befitting of the Empress, is it not? Venus. And Venus was her name. So here we have the Six of Swords. Okay? Going on to smoother waters, going on to something beautiful that is a lot more safe, comfy, cozy. You feel safety and security in that relationship and in life. You have the Page of Cups, spreading of the love. Yoki Ona, stillness. And now you'll have a reason to run away with the stillness. You have a cause to now dig in, create roots with this person. You got to be kidding me. Sweet breezes, I thank you. The breath of God is so beautiful. Six of Swords, the Six of Swords, both in the same pile. And this is the last pile we have here. This is assured that you're going on to something beautiful, that you're going into a stillness in your life, but it's not the kind of stillness that is your life is over and there's nothing beautiful about your life. No, no, no. Your life is just now beginning, and now at this point in your life you can start building. You can start having whatever seeds you've planted a long time ago start sprouting and growing, and that tree that maybe you planted that once was a sapling now is growing into a big mighty oak. And that's all the love. The love is growing. Okay, let's go ahead and first of all, thank you, God, for that beautiful reading. Let's go ahead and, oh yeah, let's clarify this one thing here of why they want your money or why they're looking at your money. And then we'll go into the last messages. Please clarify for us the Ace of Pentacles with the Tower, with the Spider Woman and the King of Water. This King of Cups, why does this King of Cups want the Libra's money? Because they're having a hard time. Excuse me 1 second. I told you guys I felt the air was going to blow harder. 1 second. I hope I don't show you my fanny, but if I do, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna put them in a pile like I did the last time. Remember when the wind blew them really hard the last time I was here? And I had to just put them inside the bag so I could continue my reading without worrying about what the cards were doing. I'm gonna do that again. And I'll just put them, oh God, I'll just put them away the right way once I get to the car, because I wanna clarify this, and then I wanna move on to the other decks. Luckily, they all look different on the back side, so I can differentiate and put them in the proper place. Okay. When I asked for the clarification concerning the King of Water, they showed me the Five of Swords. So someone is vexed with you, someone is bitchy, and wants to fight with you. But why do they want to fight with you and are concerned about your finances at the same time? Spirit, why is this person that is not happy with Libra, why are they concerned with Libra's money? Please and thank you. Why are they concerned with Libra's money? Why is this King of Water, this King of Cups, why is he concerned with Libra's money? They want to offer you some love. They want a new beginning with you. But who's this queen here? Who's this Queen of Coins here? I think they feel that you're going into the Queen of Coins energy, and that's why they're trying to come around. At least that's what I'm... Oh. Nope. It's not only that. For them, the Queen of Coins, they don't know where this is going. This is another relationship. And right now they're feeling like they're having a nervous breakdown. What is going on here? How does that matter, or why is it that you're bringing about this king, and what does he have to do with the Libra's money? How is that going to help this king, the Libra's money? So they are listening to you. If you've talked to them about a child that may not be theirs, they are listening to you. That is a hot mess over there. But they're thinking and thinking and thinking. Nothing is concrete. Their feet are not planted firmly onto the ground. You're still at a crossroads concerning you, concerning that queen, concerning a child. Thought is of great importance concerning finances. And either something they did or something she did that's concerning the Seven of Swords. And, you know, as many times as we've done readings for our Libra Collective, I do have to say, it's not just the masculines that get away with things and that are not good, not in the positive. I'll say it that way. Sometimes even the feminines, which this Queen of Coins is a feminine, are also trying to get away with murder, also trying to do sneaky things, like, for example, passing off a child that is not necessarily belonging to that particular masculine. You know, women have done things since immemorial. I'm a female, biological. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you how catty some women can be. This wouldn't be the first time a woman would say they're pregnant and they're not. This wouldn't be the first time a woman would say, I'm pregnant by you, and it's not you that is the father. This is not the first time that a woman would say things like, I'm pregnant, and then when you say, I'm going to need a paternity test to ensure that that child's mine, they'd say, I miscarried. So sneaky women trying to get away with murder. In this instance, there is a woman here who is the Queen of Coins. There's a white spider coming. They're very auspicious. I'm trying to get it to go off the table. I don't want to kill it because white spiders are very auspicious. Very good luck. That's what you get when you're in nature, right? But they want to start something back with you, but it's a little love. I always call it a little love because it's the Knight of Cups. They want to keep their family together, this Queen of Coins. And it possibly could be a Libra or a fellow air sign that this Queen of Coins is what? An earth sign. Think about it, okay? The king is trying to cut through the bullshit with this Ace of Swords. And yeah, they also thought it was going to be an unbreakable bond that they have with this Queen of Coins. See how Spirit has a way of taking over the reading and bringing it all back anyway, even though I side noted it, but they still want to talk about it anyway. And the thing is, they feel like because this was supposed to be an unbreakable bond, they have a really hard time of letting go of this queen, even though the queen has been sneaky, underhanded, has been doing stupid things behind their back. They're trying to find strength. We already saw that with the lion, the woman, and then turn it around, it's the lion, because they're trying to find inner strength to give them the ability to walk away from this sneaky queen. But I keep saying, Walmart has gonads on sale. Not really gonads, but they're big balls, you know, that go on a Christmas tree or decoration. So if you don't have any balls, you know, I'm sure you can get some at Walmart. Sometimes females seem to have more balls than males. And there's always going to be a weaker person. Well, not always, but maybe 7 times out of 10, there's a weaker person in the contract, in the marriage. And the one that is the weaker one is the one that gets used. It's just the way it is, unless there's an equal give and take in that relationship. Put those away so they don't fly. I didn't have to use our Jane Austen deck because there wasn't really anything to clarify. We already know what all that is about, is someone who knows that they have a female who is sneaky, conniving, contriving in their midst, but because it's a marriage or a spiritual or a lawful contract they have with them, they're finding it hard to release that person, even though they know that they should. Okay, we're going to Beyond Lemuria. Only want 3 cards. Only 3, please. I still haven't gone and cleaned my storage. That's gonna be for the rest of the day. Don't look forward to it, but it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. 2 more, Spirit, please, and thank you. Give us a good, beautiful message that's clear so we can follow. Oh, I just thought about something. The Earth Warriors Oracle. I may not be able to read it because I don't have my glasses on. I'll try my best, okay? For our Beyond Lemuria, home. Home could mean a lot of things. Home. Do you want to go home? Do you sometimes feel like, pardon me, like you're not in your home? Like this earth is not your home? But on the same token, does a person feel like home? Is there one person in particular in your life or that you've crossed paths with in the past that feel like home? Okay? Those people are important to us, and we shouldn't downplay that energy that we feel with them. Loving compassion. Have you received loving compassion? Do you give loving compassion? Do you give yourself loving compassion? Because a lot of times we're too busy being compassionate to the world and we forget to be compassionate to ourselves. So give yourself loving compassion as well. The last one says Earth Star Chakra, intuition. Are you actually listening to your intuition, and do you allow it to guide you? Or are you the type of person that dismisses everything because, again, Spirit is saying, you think it's too much work? You know, that term, I didn't make it up, so don't shoot the messenger. You can't teach you cannot teach an old dog a new trick. That's a saying. I did not make it up. It's been here since before I was born, okay? So don't shoot me. I'm sure that the reason it came about was because as people age, as well as animals, as they age and as they go about doing something in life that becomes habit forming, they tend to do it that way and don't want to change. They don't want to change, okay? They don't want to change. So because of that, my apologies. It's beautiful, but the pollens are killing me with the breeze. It's blowing it about. So even when God brings them something beautiful, but God is saying, there's only one stipulation though. You can have love, you can have money, you can have things of beauty in your life, and it's gonna be long lasting, but only one thing. You gotta change this little thing about yourself or this little thing about life, and they don't want to change. They consider it too much work. They consider that if they do that, then everything is going to be changed. And what was the one thing that my twin flame said? I'm not going to be you're not going to make me be a parrot. I'm not going to parrot things for you. And I had to stop and wonder what was meant by that. And people are so afraid, because this is what I took from that. This is what I took away from that. People are so afraid that you're trying to change them because maybe in their life, other people have tried in the past to change things about them. And maybe it wasn't the most positive change that they were willing to do or willing to make or could even make. And then they feel maybe a sense of loss of control over their own lives, their own decisions, and maybe they feel like you want to steer their life. No. But when God brings somebody in your life, you've got to decide, am I going with this or against it, right? Am I going with the flow of this relationship and allowing it to grow and prosper? Or am I killing it because I refuse to grow? So things can happen like that. Even the beauty of your finances can also be stifled because you refuse to, like let's say, again, I always take myself because I don't ever want anybody to be like, oh, she's picking on us. I use myself greatly because I've been through so much. Been on this planet for 60 years, so I should have learned something by now, okay? 2 years ago, and in DoorDash per day, I would earn anywhere between $180 to $250. Now, if I earn $60 per day, it's too much. So, do I want to remain impoverished? That's the question. That's the main question that I'm posing. Am I willing to remain impoverished and stay in DoorDash and not earn enough money to feel self-sufficient, to feel that I'm being taken care of and that I can have shelter, etc., at my fingertips? Or do I expand my horizons and go off and start putting out resumes and applications so that I can change the things that are not going well? So that's what you elect. Whatever you elect to do is what you elect to do. So Spirit is going to bring you choices, but it's up to you what choices you're going to, accept, and what is it that you're going to do with those choices, or are you just going to remain in your brokenness or in your state of confusion? That's up to you. Okay, so Earth Warriors. Let's see how far I can get because, again, I don't have my glasses on. Abuela, oh my gosh, I wonder, is Sandra here with us? Because she was very much attached to this particular card, the last. So the Abuela medicine, I can't read the bottom one. It's too small, guys. It's too small. But Abuela medicine is coming through for you, okay? So your ancestors are coming through. And even your ancestors want you to have a change. But again, we can lead us to water. We can't make them drink. So that's going to be your choice, whether you're going to actually go with the change and you're going to allow these changes to take root within you, or you're just not. And Spirit is so lovely. I always call it the Lazy Susan. I'm so glad I have a table to demonstrate that. The Lazy Susan is on a platform, and then on the bottom, it helps it spin. So that base helps it spin. And if we're having a celebration, we're having people all together here, then all we have to do is take what we've got from the Lazy Susan, whatever's being presented for dinner, and then let the other people turn it so they also can take from it. That's the way Spirit is. But if you don't take that, whatever stays on the Lazy Susan is for the next person. So that's just the way it works. Eluka Vahini says, who rides with the owl brings justice. She who rides with the owl brings justice. Sometimes justice is going to be in your favor, and sometimes you're going to feel like justice is not in your favor, and that's because justice is just that. It's not. Sorry, there are people here, so it's distracting me. The energy is distracting me. It's not prejudice. Justice is not prejudice. It's not prejudice. Justice is going to come regardless, but it's not prejudice. Justice is just because it's not prejudice. So it may not be the justice you're looking for. It may not be the justice that you like, but it will be just. Does that make sense? So again, if you decide you don't want to move forward, if you decide you don't want to take those opportunities, if you decide this is not for you, God just allows that Lazy Susan to keep turning. But the justice is, if Shell is sitting across from me, and she decides, because I hesitated, to take the last of the teriyaki that's there with the broccoli, and she decides to take it, I can't be angry with Shell because she took it. That's just the way that life works, the wheel of fortune, okay? Kaiti Aki. Sorry, I told you I can't see very well. Oh, this says guardian of the... Oh my God, I cannot see that. Guardian, I can't read that. So she's a guardian spirit. But what I'm taking from this is as above, so below. Look how she's being poured into spiritually. Her third eye, her crown chakra. She is being fed. So a lot of this has to do with what you allow to be taken in to yourself. If you are one of two people, right? One or two people in a relationship. I'm not calling anything situationship. Cannot stand that term. If you're one of two people in a relationship and the one person decides they don't want to buy into the lazy Susan of life, so they're not going to take anything from the lazy Susan, and they keep passing up all these great things, that's not your problem and it's not your fault. Meanwhile, because you decided to do that, which is still telling us the same thing that the other cards, the other decks told us, which was you allowed the Wheel of Fortune to close out a cycle, and therefore you're being fed. You're being given things that maybe those gifts would not have come if you would have stayed in that cycle, trapped by that person who is either unwilling or fearful of moving forward in life. So people can trap us with their own fear. I don't think they mean to for the most part, but because they're not willing to move forward, they're not willing to change things about themselves or their lives, either through fear or through laziness, they can trap you. But look, because you decided to take something that God was offering you with that Wheel of Fortune that we also discussed last night. We discussed that there was one wheel that closed, right? One Wheel of Fortune was there coming in to close because it got verified twice over. The Wheel of Fortune verified clarified the Wheel of Fortune. So we were shown that one Wheel of Fortune was there to be closed out, and the second one was there to open something brand new. And because you did that, you're being poured into in a very spiritual and grand way. So you should feel proud of yourself. And you know, it's a shame that some people that are meant to stay in your life a lifetime only come to stay for a fragment of a time, a season. But that's their choice. They have free will, okay? And you had free will, and you decided to listen. You decided to allow God to pour into you. So your life is changing in a beautiful way. You're growing spiritually, and I see all of those beautiful things coming towards you and towards your life. Well, my friends, that's the end of our reading for today, and I hope that you gleaned something from this. Yes. I hope you gleaned some nuggets from this conversation we've had today. Again, it doesn't mean that we're happy that people walk away from us or that they ask us to walk away from them. It just means that we listen, and with a good heart and a clean heart, we wish them well, and we wish whatever forward movement they can have in their life or in whatever direction they decide to go. And when we let people go like that, then God also blesses us because we're not angry about it. We may be saddened for a season, but not for a lifetime. Much love and light to you guys. I'll see you guys. I thank our nightcap later on. Love you much. Thank you so much for joining me here. Yes, get some at Walmart. They're not cheap, but they're in plenitude. Love you guys. Thank you to my subscribers for being here. Thank you for everybody that's new that will subscribe. Please hit the notification bell, hit all, because that way you know anytime that I am posting or am live, it'll tell you. Bye guys. Enjoy your day. It's beautiful out here. Live life. Get into life. Bye.